Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm John.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Steve.
I just want to binge watch the shit out of this show.
I love it.
It's so good. It's unbelievable. And I'm not even like... Sometimes probably people are watching and be like, oh, they're probably just saying that.
No, I really love it.
I genuinely think about the show daily.
It really was like the first...
That's what's crazy.
2.5 seasons. I liked it like a lot. You know what I mean? But like it didn't wasn't like where I was like, I wonder what's happening. Like, you know what I mean? Like things would like get to me. But like the second half of season 3 and all of this one so far, I think about it way too much.
Right, exactly. Like I said last episode, like I think about it too much to the point where I'm like, I gotta stop thinking about this so much. Making my head hurt.
It's cool.
It really is.
So now we know all 9 Titans, right?
Well, yeah. Yes, by name I think we do, right?
Well, just by people. We don't know their names.
We have Aaron, Armin.
Aaron's got 2. Armin.
Yeah, so that's 3. Then we have Annie, who's she's actually probably the most MIA one right now.
Well, she's just
female Titan
thing, yeah.
Have they said her name yet? Like her Titan name? I don't think so, right?
She's just a female Titan.
Is that what it's actually called?
I don't know.
Because the biped is female.
That's true.
But
yeah.
her, that's 5.
Reiner, Beast.
So that's 3. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Warhammer. And
we forget.
I don't know.
Oh, the Ymir Titan.
Oh, and the Ymir Titan, yeah.
What's his name? Galliard.
Galliard, yeah.
Which
is cool that they had that mask for him. Like,
I'm curious to know if we're ever going to see more, or if I wouldn't be mad. I don't know if I would be mad if we don't see more on what specific. Like, if we have any more Ymir. Like, are we going to see more of leading up to what her last few days were? Maybe.
Oh, I doubt it. I don't know.
I don't think I would be mad if they didn't, because I would understand, because there's so much shit that's got to go on. But I also wouldn't be surprised if they did show us something, you know, like especially with from Historia's point of view.
That would be the only way we would if
we were
Historia found something of hers. I doubt it.
Or he's just thinking about her, and we see a flashback.
Yeah,
she's thinking about.
Maybe, but I doubt it.
I hope so. Actually,
you never know.
I would like it, but I wouldn't be mad if we don't see it. Let's put it that way.
Because we just had the flashback of her last episode, right before he ate her.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It was real brief, but I don't know. Who knows?
I doubt it, because we've also had the flashback of her writing the note and stuff. Nah, she's got though. Sorry. Should have said your goodbyes.
I hope she pops up now. So bad in this episode. Even if it's just like a quick glimpse of just her face.
Yeah. So now, you think this one's going to be going to talk to Warhammer?
I hope so. I want to know. I also want to know why it's called the Warhammer Titan. We kind of have an idea of every Titan's
kind of ability.
Yeah. The Beast, I wanted to talk about it last episode. He's interesting because his main power obviously is to turn Eldian, whoever has that Eldian blood is able to turn that.
But he does that in his normal form.
He can do it in his normal form, yeah.
Does that mean that the Jaeger bloodline is actually something?
I didn't think about that.
You know what I mean? Because, why would he be able to do it not in Titan form?
I'm trying to think if we have seen... Well, yeah. Well, we've seen Aaron control...
Only when he was touching the...
That's what I'm saying, though. But he was in human form, you know? So how is... There's a lot more we have to learn about Zeke and the Beast, I think. That last episode wasn't really about the armor time, but it was more about the people trying to become it. I'm wondering if we're going to get more of an episode of now, like Colt, and we kind of got them last episode, but Zeke doesn't think he's ready.
We're definitely going to get more of them.
I also want to know what their secret talk was about that they couldn't talk about.
I think Zeke was not being... I don't think that's true. Because right after he said that, he was like, "Sorry that I had to use you to further advance me." I think he knows that he's.
I need to think about that. Yeah,
he's not ready.
You're right. That makes sense to use this to say that to make him think like, "Oh, we do have to get it done quick."
Right.
Huh. Interesting stuff. Let's watch it.
Let's do it.
If you guys want to watch the next episode early, go check out our Patreon. We have that there as well as full length. Really getting a lot on Reiner. I like it. Annie in the back. Orko. The more I think about it, the more I think they're pushing him to double down on his commitment to the Marlians, you know? Hey, finally. What a little tease that was.
I don't think so. I think he's having doubts and he's gonna flip.
That's what I have been thinking, but I know this show doesn't like to do that. Like,
you never know.
Because you think about it from the Eldians' point of view, like with Aaron and all them, being like, "Why do you hate us? We didn't even know.
Right?
How could you blame us?" That's where I keep getting lost on the Marlene's point of view.
And then complain that like you're being oppressed because of your bloodline and you've done nothing either. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're doing the same thing, dummy.
They're so brainwashed, it seems like, you know?
I don't know.
To strive to be a Marleyan is like what they've been brainwashed to think.
Yeah, the Marleyans are the bad ones.
Oh, yeah.
And even them, like, I mean, are they really? I mean, I guess they're taking it too far, but like, they were being slaughtered by them.
Well, they're bad because they in turn did the same thing that they originally fighting for.
I know.
That's almost worse,
it's the same
you know?
exact thing that everything's happening.
Good, I'm glad we're finally getting Annie stuff. All the stuff we've seen. I love seeing explained all like this, you know? Yes, it is. Oh, shit! Did he do that by accident?
No, I think he had to show.
That was a risky decision because they're easily... like, you could talk to them, you know, and change their minds. He figured it out. So ridiculous. They all kind of had their worlds rocked when they got there, you know?
Yeah. Must have been a complete shock for them, too, which is kind of...
We're definitely going to see Ymir again, by the way. Because she's going to pop out and eat him.
Oh, yeah. No. Who do you think's around that?
Oh, I see. Oh. He kind of forced him into it to save his brother's life. Crazy. Like when they tie things back together, you know? Oh, shit.
3人とも逃げた責任を俺だけが問われるのか、自分たちだけは粛清されないと確信を持って言えるか。秋田の回収も得策じゃない。
Oof, god damn. Jesus Christ. I guess she knows he's gonna heal, right? Crazy that we're seeing this now, you know? I remember watching the first episode, like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
It is funny to think that, like, he looks the same as every time we see him as the Armor Titan now, but he's still a kid inside there, you know?
Yep.
It all makes sense how they all came from the same area, you know? I'm glad they showed us all that.
こんなじじいをつけ回したらなかなか男を見る目があるようだな。
Is that Annie?
私は旗子で
Oh yeah, obviously she. Yeah, probably.
あんたたちが友達と遊び疲れてぐっすり眠る頃、私は王都のドブの中を這い回った。
Yeah, that was her. She was in disguise.
疲れたろ。いつもお前ばかりに負担をかけてすまないと思ってる。今日はこの辺にしておこう。
I love seeing all this, like
ずっと
what they've been doing that whole
Yeah.
time, you know, that we didn't see.
開拓地で
お前や、ミカサみたいになるんやっとやったな。このままじゃ、俺は何も果たせず。
Very similar personalities, you know.
Yeah.
巨人を一匹残らず駆逐するんだろう。お前ならやれる。
Everybody said that.
Yeah. It's crazy, right? Hearing it again, like just showing that again. What the hell?
Was that Reiner?
Yeah,
記憶障害で家まで帰れないってことにしてるが、
that's Aaron.
本当は帰りたくないだ
Is
け
it?
だ。
Listen to his voice.
今は家族に顔を合わせづらくてな。
And he was growing his hair long.
それはよかった。君はいいやつだ。長生きしてくれる
That's 100% Aaron, I'm telling you.
心も体も蝕まれ、徹底的に自由を奪われ、自分自身も失う。こんなことになるなんて知っていれば、
What is it all for, you know?
誰も戦場なんか行かない。
Yeah.
それは進み続けた者にしかわからない。
Yeah, that's 100% him. And the fact that he was talking to that kid, who that kid has been questioning stuff.
How do you think he lost his leg?
I'm telling you, he probably cut it off right before he went and stood in line there, snuck in, or did something, you know, like, because he can cut it off. It just grows back, but it just takes some time. Or he just keeps cutting it off, you know? He'll hide real quick, cut it. That's
He's
100%
in
him.
there by himself.
That makes me think, or maybe they were all scattered in there somewhere, like that guy from the first episode. Maybe that was Gene. Maybe they all went in there undercover.
Could be. They're just
Somehow.
doing the same thing that
yeah.
they're doing. Which, how crazy would that be?
If then we also further
If
on
they
see-
go, however many of those Titans that are going to go with them, they would only leave like 2 of them.
Oh, yeah.
Aaron and Armin would be able to take over the whole continent.
I didn't think of, yeah, that too. Also, like, well, it also depends how many, they obviously had a plan to go in and infiltrate. But what would be crazy is if we see that, and it's this big thing, and there's a bunch of them in there, and now that we're seeing what these infiltrators did in the past, then we're going to see what our infiltrators did, but see that like later on, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
But that's making me wonder if that was, I'll have to go back and rewatch, maybe that was Gene, but I feel like we would have noticed it.
I barely remember the
fact
scene that you're talking about, but I know what you're talking about. I just don't
The fact that
remember
they showed this guy, I didn't notice it until I heard his voice.
it. Yeah.
Because we didn't hear him when he initially was talking to him in line. I don't remember, but as soon as he started talking here, I was like, that's definitely the same voice actor at least. And the fact that they were his hair, he had the bandage on the hair covering his face so we wouldn't notice him.
Yep.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, that is a crazy... I was expecting to not see them for like a little while.
I think I actually guessed something right.
Did we see him soon?
No, that...
Oh, that was him.
Well, I think I mentioned, like, what if that's Gene? Could they be, like, spying? Or did you say? I forget one of us
No,
said
you
it.
said it. I don't even remember.
One of us said something, I don't remember who it was, that they should, it might have been me, that they should go over there and infiltrate to get
I think you
the
did
information.
say that. Yeah, you did say that.
Because you kind of have to get a
That
leg
was
up.
this one, yeah. We were talking about that.
That's the only way to really...
You have to do it. Yeah, exactly. You don't know what you're up against.
Yeah. You also don't know what the rest of the world looks like or anything. And I love obviously that's Aaron, so I love what he's saying. And especially that makes me think that's definitely Aaron too, because of what he's saying. It's like, he's like, I get here and I look at all you people going through this warrior or whatever thing, and like, it's like, is it really worth, basically what he's saying, is it really worth like torturing yourselves like this? Like,
just to constantly be at war.
Which is crazy, because like, we wonder, like, I'm wondering if they're going to throw something at us in the future that's going to make us ever lean more towards away from Eren, like make us backpedal a little bit on, even just a little bit on Eren's side.
No, I think they're going to end up having to join sides. I think they're the same side. Like, you know what I mean? They are the same side. Not I think. They are the same side. They just need to get on the same side. They're both...
I'm wondering if there is going to be ever... We have Armin and...
They need to separate from the Marleys and just be their own.
We have Armin and Eren on the other side. Is there ever going to be one of the other Titans that ends up joining, whether it's the Warrior, you know, like
it could,
Armin
very
or
well.
whatever?
It seems like Reiner's on the way there. Or
I
at least
can't-
going to pass it to this kid who's on the way there.
Yeah, I can't figure out him yet because he's
like the owl.
I can't tell how, if he's going to... Well, I can't tell which way he's going to go because he's... On one hand, he's super committed and he keeps, like, talking about that, but then he also starts talking about... You could see him visibly struggling mentally, too, obviously.
Yeah. Well, because it's like you said, he loves Krista. He knows she's good. He met good people over there that were trying to do good things. They're not all devils.
And I think he did really appreciate Eren's, like, drive, like, because he had that, too.
Oh, yeah.
I think they genuinely were friends, and that...
I think so, too.
He's just been trying to block that out and say, nope, never, we're never friends, you know?
Yep.
That's what's
I think that's
inside.
exactly right.
And he's not
because
letting it
deep
out.
down,
So.
he wants to get back. He wants to be able to have his family together. Which I don't even know. Like, once you met your dad like that, like, he's a fucking piece of shit. So, like...
Well, that's what I'm
screw
saying.
him.
We don't know which way he's going to go, is all I'm saying. And he's only got... So I was thinking, like, if Zeke has a year left... I'm pretty sure they said, what, it was 4 years that went by? From the last time we saw them at the beach? Give or take?
4 years from when they left, when they got beat. That was 4 years of that war.
Okay, so then...
So it's been 9 years since the first attack.
So how much time do they... Did Reiner say how much time he had left in this one?
No. But you have to imagine a couple more years before the Beast, because the Beast comes.
Yeah, oh yeah, no,
and,
100%.
Like, these guys were like the new guys.
Well...
We just watched them get the powers.
Who did they say was going to be picked for the beat? They said... Did they say Colt in that when they were doing the...
No, when they were doing what?
They brought up the beat. They were talking about all the Titans individually, like, and who's going to take over for them. They're like, oh, Annie'll...
Beast wasn't there. It was just the
they
four.
talked about him, though.
It was just the four.
No, but he was mentioned in the middle, too.
The Beast Titan was, yeah.
But they didn't say who was going to be.
I don't think... They might have, but I'm not sure. I don't remember.
Because that would have been way...
It wasn't any of the ones that went.
Colt probably wasn't even really... Probably just born, if anything, you know?
No, Colt's the new... Going to be the new one.
But I'm saying, if they did say anyone back then, it couldn't have been him. Even if he was, like... I guess it could have been if he was, like, 6. Maybe they were like, well, maybe he's a candidate. I don't know.
No, it's Zeke.
I know, but I'm saying, if they brought him up to... If they were showing all these Titans and saying who's replacing him, if they showed the Beast...
Oh, to find out when Zeke got his powers?
Correct.
Is that what you're trying to find out?
Obviously, it's a couple of years before these guys all got it. But regardless, I don't think... Because Eren...
Probably only like 3.
That's what I was going to get to. So, pre the 4 years, Eren, when he was in the prison cell talking, he said he had, what, like 3 years left? Or how many years did he say? Or no, he had 8.
Yeah, just under 8.
So, yeah, they're probably all close to 3 or 4 years, maybe 3 years left. But the way they're shooting Reiner makes it seem like he's really close, too.
He could be. Yeah, but 2 years is even still. That's not that much. 3 years.
That was one thing at that episode. If I had to critique it, it was bouncing around so much that I was trying to keep... Like,
it was bouncing around a lot.
Like, it would literally be like 15 seconds of...
And everybody was like kind of like disguised.
Right. I'm sure it was intentional, you know.
Oh, of course it was.
I think they do that so you get your mind like, and then they drop something like, oh, it's Eren.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
That's why those goddamn endings get me every time. Because I fall for it every
I know,
time.
because you're paying attention.
I know. It should be a good thing.
It is a good thing. I know. They love trashing us for good things.
Well, I like trashing us for everything.
I know.
Everyone does that. Trying to think, did we miss anything in this one?
I don't think so.
This
is like a slower one of the most recent ones. I'm not critiquing it at all. I still loved it, but
it was honestly they seem to do
like
that every
finding out
season.
about like them.
Where they catch you up on like this is what was going on back then. That's what happened.
It was really cool.
They give you the answer right away, and then they go a couple episodes after that big episode of the answer. They give you a couple for explaining of what was going on, how it happened. You know.
And then where do you think the quad went? You think she left because they lost her, right?
Oh, that's right.
It's just the 3 of them? So maybe she went back and got Beast.
Oh, maybe that's what happened, yeah. That would make the most sense, because she was with him from the get... The first time we saw her, she was with him, right? Yeah, because there was when he showed up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's real weird. It's like I could literally sit here and talk about this show for just about like what I think could happen for another lazy 20 minutes.
Oh, it depends on how many rabbit holes you go down.
Right. Like I was about to go down a rabbit hole. I'm like, you know what? I don't need to talk 20 more minutes about something that probably won't even happen.
We'll talk about it off camera.
Yeah, exactly. Hey guys, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. See you next time.
See you later.